Hello everyone, it's Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing the Babysitters Club book tag, which was created by Remarkably Lisa and Intentionally Bookish here on BookTube, and I will have both their channels linked down below for you guys to check out. So I'm actually really excited to do these questions because I think after doing this video maybe I'll really want to pick up the Babysitters Club again, and I kind of want to. I kind of do. Like, I really want to. I really want to just reread all of these really old books that I used to read, so I'm excited to do these questions, so let's get started. The first question is, what's the video idea that you're most proud of? And I don't even know how to answer this because I'm fairly new to BookTube, but also because the videos so far have been pretty common. The ones that I've been doing are pretty common. So the one that so far I'm most proud of is my end of the month reading vlogs that I do. I read 3 books in that reading vlog, and they always happen like the last 3 or 2 days of the month, and I started it when I started BookTube, so I think that's my the one thing I'm most proud of. So I'm hoping that I create more content to hopefully change this question up. The second one is, what's the thing you worried most about BookTube? And for me, that is going to have to be schedule and posting, mainly because I am still a student and I'm honestly worried about just recording and then getting it up on time and consistently. So that's the one thing that I was most scared of. So far I've been doing great, but that's only because I have a lot of time, and it was also summer, so that was one of the reasons why. So I'm kind of just nervous at the moment on how I'm gonna do things when school actually starts for me. So that's the one thing that I'm worried about. The next question is a book you hated that everyone loved, and that for me is going to have to be In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. And I got this because, first off, the synopsis sounded really good. I'm gonna put it down, but it sounded really good and I was really interested, and it also had pretty good ratings from what I saw so far. And then when I read it, there was just factors that I didn't like about things in 5 years that I actually talk about in my review that I did, that will be down below for you guys to check out, because I go more in depth as to what my thoughts were about In 5 Years, and I wish it went better for me. So that is something that was kind of just something that I didn't really like. And I also mentioned it in my mid-year freakout tag. That was my most disappointing read of the year so far. This was the one. Yeah, sad, but what can I do? The next question is a book or author who pulls you out of a reading slump. And I'm going to do a book and an author. I'm going to talk about the author first. It is Nora Roberts, and I love Nora Roberts. She's the one who got me into romance, like really reading romance, and also some of her books there's like a mystery thriller. It's not really mystery. It's like a mystery romance kind of thing, and the first book I read from her was The Search, and something about it was just so good that I absolutely loved, and there was just something about it that was so good and I really enjoyed it. So that was The Search, and not just The Search by her, but almost all of her books that I've read so far, they just really excite me and get me going with my reading. And the book that I want to talk about is going to have to be The Princess Bride by William Goldman. My favorite thing, I don't know what to say about it, but I love it so much. Whenever I read it, it makes me feel happy, and I can just read it and feel so good about what I'm reading that I'll continue reading. It's fantasy and it's my favorite. There's just something about William Goldman when he wrote The Princess Bride that I really loved, and I also loved the movie too. The movie was great. I loved it. And the book, it's just so good, and this is still one of my favorite books of all times. I will forever love this book. I don't think there's ever been a time where I hated it. So this is my go-to book, and Nora Roberts is my go-to author. And the next question is a trilogy you loved and recommend, and I have so many that I really can't count and really can't talk about because there are a lot of trilogies, but I did do a YA fantasy recommendations video that will be up in the cards for you guys to check out because those feature some of my favorite trilogies, and I mostly talk about trilogies in that video, so that's one of the things that I think you guys should check out. But this trilogy, it's technically not a trilogy, it's actually 4 books. The series that I'm talking about, and it's a 7 Realms series by Cinda Williams Chima. It was one of my favorites when I was little, and it's 4 books technically, but it's 4. I mean, I don't know, but it was great and I loved it, and even though it's 4 books and this is a trilogy question, it's still great. Still love it. Yeah, I feel like for me, perhaps my favorite trilogy is the Cruel Prince trilogy, but that is of this year, 2020, so far. I've definitely read more trilogies in the past, but right now my brain can't remember any of the books I've read past 2020. But so far, at least for this year, it's the Cruel Prince trilogy, and I really loved it. It's by Holly Black. Like I said, my YA fantasy video, I talked so much more about my favorite books that I really loved, and I talked more about it in that video that I think you guys might enjoy. The next question is a new release that you are excited for, and for me, I want to do a video on all the new releases I'm actually excited for, but for this question specifically, I'm going to have to choose Ties That Tether by Jane Igaro. What a great book. I actually received an ARC of it from NetGalley, so thank you NetGalley. It was a fantastic read. It is people of color and very controversial. It is about a Nigerian woman who falls in love with a white man, but her mom and her deceased father's wishes were for her to marry a Nigerian man. And that book touches on it very well. It talks about culture, diversity. It talks about tradition and kind of family wishes kind of things really well, and that's the book that I want physically in my hand and that I'm really excited for. The next question is a book that you thought you would hate but you loved in the end, and that is going to be The AI Who Loved Me by Alyssa Cole, and this is from Audible Escape actually that I got. It's technically an Audible original, but I also have Audible Escape, so I technically don't have it. I borrowed it, which is sad because I actually love that. It was great. I didn't think I would like it because of the AI part, but I don't know. I ended up really liking it, and it also has Asian representation in it, which was fantastic, and people of color representation. So I think it's just the fact that I've never really read a lot of AI kind of techie kind of books often, so I went into this thinking but I ended up really enjoying it, and I didn't think I would. I read it recently. I gave it 4 stars. It was interesting. It was pretty interesting, and I actually enjoyed it. The next question is favorite book couple / favorite love interest in a book. For me, this is going to be my all-time favorite couple. It's going to have to be Percy Jackson and Annabeth Chase. They hold a special place in my heart. They will always hold a special place in my heart forever and ever and ever. I love them so much, so much. They were amazing, and I can't get enough of them. I love them to this day. they're just amazing. But also my favorite love interest, aside from that, I'm gonna have to go with something new that I recently read, and that is going to have to be Hunt Athalar from Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. The book is House of Earth and Blood. The series is Crescent City, but Hunt is just double chef's kiss. He's okay, that's all I've got to say about him. He's just perfect, and I loved him a lot when I was reading it. Hunt and Bryce, they were perfect, and I loved them a lot. I can't wait to continue reading the series because it's great. By the way, it's Sarah J. Maas, if you couldn't tell. I did a reading vlog on it. Very interesting. Love the book. It was great. Hunt is perfect. I loved him a lot. He's an angel, by the way. It was a great book, and Hunt was, I don't know, he was just a terrific love interest. The next question is a video you created that you didn't expect to be popular but shocked you. Okay, I am a very small booktube channel, so I have one video. It was my long-awaited book haul that has 99 views at the moment. That is technically my first video, so I'm not going to count it. So the one that I'm putting out for this question is my mid-year freakout tag, and I didn't think it was so popular. It's popular around booktube. So many booktubers did it, so I did it. And I didn't really think it would just do so well, and I'm shocked about it. I actually liked the video. I did enjoy making it. I did enjoy talking about all my favorite books, so that was a fun video. I didn't expect it to be so popular so far. It has so far at the moment for me 67 views, which I'm pretty impressed with. It's one of my highest rating views, if that makes sense, but I'm pretty proud of it. So that's my answer for this question. The next question is a book that a friend recommended that you liked. Okay, this is actually a series, and my friend introduced it to me probably last year, I believe, and it is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. And this is the first book. I have the whole series on my shelf, but I didn't want to take it out. It was a terrific city. It is very middle grade. I want to say borderline middle grade to YA, but such a cute, just amazing read. Favorite character by far, Keith. My gosh. Just, he deserves the world, you know, just he does. But I loved Keeper of the Lost Cities. It was unexpected. I honestly didn't think I would like it that much. I got it and was like, do I really want to read this? And I read it and I loved it, and I still love it. I still need to read the most recent book. Such a good series. I loved it. I didn't think I would, and it was terrific, but it was just such a great series. It's still going, still terrific, and I'm still loving it. The last question, this is technically a bonus question, and I had to search this up because I don't remember a single character, but it is, who is your favorite Babysitters Club member? And for me, I'm gonna have to say Kristy Thomas, because she is short for her age. Like me, I'm pretty short, and she's left-handed. I'm as well left-handed, which is terrific. I just kind of relate to her pretty well. And yeah, I feel like she's very one of those people that for some reason I kind of related to while looking through all the characters and the members of the Babysitters Club, that I related to the most. And that is it for the Babysitters Club book tag, and I really enjoyed doing this video. It was so much fun. I gotta pull out the books that I feel like I haven't touched in a while, like Keepers. It's been a while, but I really enjoyed doing this. Do you guys want to do it too? Comment that down below. What did you guys enjoy about this video? I want to hear everything down below. If you guys liked and enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button down below for more book content. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.